In the next 4 minutes, a convicted sex trafficker is about to blow the lid off the biggest cover-up in the Epstein saga. 25 men. Secret settlements. Hidden from the jury. Hidden from the defense. And 4 more co-conspirators the FBI refused to charge. Ghislaine Maxwell just filed a 50-page legal grenade, and if she's telling the truth, the entire case could collapse. December 17, 2024 Federal Court filing. Southern District of New York. Ghislaine Maxwell, sitting in FPC Bryan, a minimum security prison in Texas, submits a habeas corpus petition. That's legalese for, "My conviction is unconstitutional. Set me free." She's already lost her Supreme Court appeal. This is her last card, and she's playing it hard. Maxwell was sentenced to 20 years for sex trafficking minors alongside Jeffrey Epstein. The prosecution painted her as his right hand, the enabler, the recruiter. But now she's claiming the government rigged the game. In this filing, she argues 9 constitutional violations: juror misconduct, withheld evidence, selective prosecution. But one point stands out like a flashing red alarm. 25 men entered secret settlements with Epstein's victims' lawyers, and the government never disclosed it. If true, this isn't just a legal technicality. This is Brady material, evidence that could have changed the entire trial. Here's the trap Maxwell is setting. The government told the jury she was the only one who mattered, that she was Epstein's co-conspirator number 1, that no one else was criminally liable. But then she asks, if I was the only one, why did 25 men settle in secret? Why weren't the 4 named co-conspirators in Epstein's original indictment ever charged? She goes further. She quotes former Attorney General Bill Barr, who allegedly admitted post-Epstein's death they were looking for someone to indict for trafficking. Translation: after Epstein died in his cell, they needed a body, and Maxwell became the scapegoat. The Department of Justice responded with a letter to the court. Signed. Filed official. They say they're working on it, reviewing millions of pages of documents, redacting victim names, protecting privacy. Near-term disclosure coming. But no date, no timeline, no list of names. Just bureaucratic language. The department continues to make substantial progress. Quality control processes. Victim identifying information. Maxwell's filing doesn't hold back. Let me read directly from the court document. The secret settlements with the 25 men were hidden from the petitioner. That information would have changed the outcome of the trial. The petitioner would have certainly called the men as witnesses. She names Bradley Edwards, one of the most prominent plaintiff's lawyers in the Epstein civil cases. She claims Edwards worked behind the scenes with the U.S. Attorney's Office in Florida, sharing police records, victim names, and negotiating secret deals with men with deep pockets. And here's the kicker. The plaintiff's lawyers reached secret settlements with 25 men in exchange for keeping the identity of those men out of the public arena, to benefit the personal pocketbooks of plaintiff's lawyers. She's saying it was a pay-to-play cover-up. Settle quietly. Keep your name out of the press. Stay out of prison. And the FBI knew. The prosecutors knew. But Maxwell's defense team? They were left in the dark. Now comes the constitutional hammer. In criminal law, there's something called Brady v. Maryland. It's black-letter law. If the government has evidence that could help the defense, they must turn it over. If they don't, the conviction can be thrown out. Maxwell's argument is simple. These 25 settlements are Brady material. Why? Because she could have called those men as witnesses. She could have argued selective prosecution. She could have shown the jury, look, these men did the same thing or worse and they walked free. Why am I the only one in prison? That's not a small point. That's grounds for a new trial. Former federal prosecutor Gene Rossi broke it down in a recent interview. He said, if those settlements have information that could help Ghislaine Maxwell, a judge is going to order the Department of Justice, even if the names are redacted, to disclose the contents of those settlements and any benefit the government gave those defendants. He added, I would be shocked if the prosecutors in Florida or SDNY did not have some inkling, if not actual knowledge, that these settlements were happening. Pause. Let that sink in. The FBI, the U.S. Attorney, the trial prosecutors. They all knew. And they said nothing. Maxwell is now set to be deposed by the House Oversight Committee on February 9th. She met with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche over the summer. Congress passed the Epstein Files Transparency Act, forcing the DOJ to hand over everything. But so far, the DOJ has released only a fraction of the files. Redactions everywhere. Near-term disclosure. No specifics. And here's the question no one in power wants to answer. Who are the 25 men? Are they billionaires? Politicians? Foreign nationals? Hollywood elites? The public doesn't know. Maxwell's lawyers don't know, but someone does. If Maxwell's petition succeeds, this doesn't just free her. It exposes a system that protects the powerful while prosecuting the expendable. 25 men. 4 named co-conspirators never charged. A non-prosecution agreement that only applied to one jurisdiction. A prosecution that, according to Bill Barr's own words, was looking for someone to indict after Epstein died. This isn't justice. This is theater. And Ghislaine Maxwell just pulled back the curtain. The question isn't whether she's guilty. The question is, who else is? And why are their names still hidden?